Hello viewers, if you are a traveler like us who are in Greece for just a week, it can be challenging to make the most out of the trip. Therefore, before beginning the trip, first ask a question: how much of Greece should we cover in a week? For travelers like us with limited time, the approach should be to focus on a few places and spend just a couple of days in each selected city or island. Also, it is important to understand that it takes good amount of time to get from one city to another and from one island to another. Thus, one should plan an itinerary for a week accordingly. In this video, we share our 1-week itinerary for Greece with you. Day 1: Athens. After a relaxed night in the hotel room, get up early to explore Athens, which is one of the oldest cities in the world. Athens is filled with impressive ruins that are soaked with the history of the ancient Greeks. Begin the day 1 with the tour of the city that started with Syntagma Square. Syntagma Square is the central square of Athens and named after the constitution that Otto, the first king of Greece, was obliged to grant after a popular military uprising on 3 September 1843. The square is located in front of the 19th century old royal palace, housing the Greek parliament since 1934.
You're the air I breathe, I love you forever. You're the one for me, you're the star in the sky, you're the dream in my eyes, you are the warmth in my heart.
Syntagma Square is surrounded by beautiful alleys filled with small cafes, restaurants, and designer shops offering amazing deals. To enjoy an amazing sightseeing tour in the historical center of Athens, in the capital's most famous ancient sites and monuments, we had a ride on the Athens Happy Train. The Happy Train is a toy-like street train that starts its sightseeing tour from the Syntagma Square and follows an amazing route through the historical center of the city, the old neighborhoods, and the hill of Acropolis. This hop-on hop-off tour has a 40-minute duration and takes in Athens' most famous sites and monuments including the Hellenic Parliament, the Museum of Cycladic Art, the War Museum, the Panathenaic Stadium, the Temple of Olympian Zeus, the Lantern of Diogenes, and many more tourist spots of the city. At the front of the buildings at Syntagma Square, there is the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. This grave symbolizes all Greek soldiers who died during wars and conflicts. There is a changing of guard every hour by the soldiers who wear a traditional uniform. This always attracts many visitors because the changing of guard process is so slow. It easily can take over 30 minutes to complete. The most spectacular changing of the guard is every Sunday at 11 a.m. New wreaths are then placed at the grave. In the afternoon, we visited another famous tourist spot, Plaka. Plaka is the old historical neighborhood of Athens, clustered around the northern and eastern slopes of the Acropolis, and incorporating labyrinthine streets and neoclassical architecture. Plaka is built on top of the residential areas of the ancient town of Athens and also known as the neighborhood of the gods due to its proximity to the Acropolis and its many archaeological sites. Plaka has a village feel, with narrow cobblestone streets lined with tiny shops selling jewelry, clothes, and local ceramics. Sidewalk cafes and family-run tavernas stay open until late. It's not a bad idea to shop in these shops for souvenirs, and then end the day 1 tour at Plaka with dinner in one of the many fine restaurants. Day 2: Athens. Begin day 2 with the visit of Acropolis area. The Acropolis of Athens is an ancient citadel located on a rocky outcrop above the city of Athens and contains the remains of several ancient buildings of great architectural and historical significance, the most famous being the Parthenon. It is highly recommended to book your ticket in advance, otherwise, expect long wait at the line. The most notable attractions at the Acropolis are Acropolis Museum, Parthenon, Odeon of Herodes Atticus, which is a large amphitheater built by wealthy Roman Herodes Atticus in memory of his wife Regilla, Temple of Athena Nike, and Erechtheion.
The world is a candy stench of colors full. The sun is shining, let it light your way. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.
After the tour of Acropolis area, Visit lively Monastiriki Square, which is known for iconic landmarks including the ruins of Hadrian's Library, the ancient Agora, and the rebuilt Stoa of Attalos, with a museum exhibiting Athenian artifacts. Monastiriki Flea Market is a jumble of shops selling artisanal soaps, handmade sandals, and souvenir t-shirts. The surrounding streets are crammed with traditional tavernas and restaurants, many with Acropolis views. Day 3, Santorini. Take an early morning flight for Santorini. It was devastated by a volcanic eruption in the 16th century BC, forever shaping its rugged landscape. The whitewashed, cubiform houses of its two principal towns, Phaira and Oya, cling to cliffs above and underwater, overlooking the sea. If you are a budget traveler and decide to stay in Phaira, which is the beautiful capital of the island and the biggest and most cosmopolitan settlement of Santorini, spend a full day exploring this beautiful city. In the late afternoon, take a bus ride from Phaira to another beautiful city, Oya. The city is the most visited village in Santorini and the second largest after Phaira.
So many loud fights, we still know how to make each other smile. No matter how long we wait, boredom just isn't coming. I'm still chewing on a bait, and I'm crazy about the sound of her laughing. Somebody wake me up, shake me now. Something is wrong with me. I am in love with my wife. Somebody wake me up, shake me now. Something is wrong with me. I am in love with my wife.
Day for Santorini. Trip to Santorini is incomplete without spending time at the beach. We started our day with Kamari Beach. Kamari Beach is less than 8 km away from Phaira. Numerous buses run here, and the journey takes about 20 minutes. The bus stop is near the beach. Kamari Beach is located on the southeast coast of the island. This long, black, volcanic beach is made of tiny dark pebbles and is about 2 kilometers long. The beach offers a wide range of amenities. While walking along the promenade, you will find numerous taverns, bars, pubs, sunbeds, umbrellas, and water equipment rentals. In addition, you can use the freshwater showers and the toilet. Local sellers come here to offer their products to visitors. In the evenings, films are screened outdoors in a charming open-air cinema located nearby at the entrance to Kamari. Lunch at Kamari Beach is a must-do thing. A large selection of seafood available in almost every restaurant.
I'm still not sure why after so many loud fights, we still know how to make each other smile. No matter how long we wait, somebody wake me up, shake me now. Something is wrong with me. I am in love.
In the late afternoon, head back to Phaira and start Sunset Cruise Tour at around 3 p.m. Santorini Sunset is the world's best sunset. A tour with Santorini cruises not only let you watch the sun sink into the blue Aegean without fighting other travelers for the best angles, it also provides you opportunity to climb mountains with active volcanoes and swim into hot springs water.
I'm still not sure why after so many loud fights, we still know how.
Day 5, Mykonos. On day 5, take a 3-hour ferry ride from Santorini to another island, Mykonos. The ferry ride between the two islands is a popular mode of travel. You will experience a pleasant chaos at the port as a big crowd attempts to board the ferry in a very little window of time period. Mykonos is an island in the Cyclades group in the Aegean Sea. It's popularly known for its summer party atmosphere. Beaches such as Paradise and Super Paradise have bars that blare thumping music. Massive dance clubs attract world-renowned DJ and typically stay open well past dawn. Day 6, Mykonos. Start your day with the historically known 16th century Mykonos windmills. The windmills can be seen from every point of the village of Mykonos. There are currently 16 windmills on Mykonos, of which 7 are positioned on the landmark hill in the downtown. Most of them were built by the Venetians in the 16th century, but their construction continued into the early 20th century. They were primarily used to mill wheat. Their use gradually declined until they ceased production in the middle of the 20th century. After viewing the historical windmills, walk to your final stop, Little Venice. This is an area full of restaurants and bars. It's a picturesque and pleasant place to have a drink. However, remember that the restaurants want to charge 25 to 40 euros per person for the tables closest to the water.
Your time, nothing matters but your heart. I'm at your side. Nothing matters when it's right. Hold me in the night as the dark.
Watch another beautiful sunset one more time, and then say goodbye to Mykonos, because next day you will be going back to Athens to catch your flight back home. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and press the bell button on your right. Goodbye from Greece.